Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Blue Devils offense will take. First. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. The Blue Devils moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They'll run it from the gun. Maybe a crease. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Blue Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Nice move there. He'll be brought down at the 12-yard line. Not enough for the first down, and let's see if they try to convert on 4th. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
Hey, you come out early in the game. You're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident. You believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one. But don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's 4. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back back to the ground with the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Bring in the heat. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Here's a little room there. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
And right down the middle. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Guys, look at this. Surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Rushes on him. Intercepted. A turnover in the... Touchdown, Duke! A pick 6!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The run inside. It's 4.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough, and there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Looking for a gap. It's 4. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. They largely dominated the 1st quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they love to...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Zings it complete to the right. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
This offense is trying to build on this lead right now, playing with tons of confidence. What a nice job there. Pass protection, quarterback doing a really great job seeing the defense, reading the coverage, and being on the same page as his intended target. It's a big pickup for the offense, and here they go. They're trying to score more points.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. This time it's complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. They're looking at a 21-point hold. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Running inside. It's Ford. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Ford. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ford. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is a guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's got him. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Hoping to pick up the first. Here comes Stanford on 4th down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. A quick pass to the left. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Duke. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They had the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
He'll try to tack on.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Stanford. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Pulls it in. It's Nicholas. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Running to the left. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? They'll go right back to him. Got a little grass. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their second. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Finds his target down the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? The sure hands. It's Richardson. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. The Blue Devils, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Got his man on the right. He gets the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. And the Blue Devils go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got his man out of the backfield. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
They'll go to the air. He wants it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. He wants to throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Ford. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellows, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the number 9 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's Ole Miss looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half.
The Blue Devils will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Hey guys, Stanford's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, one of the things he talked to his team about in the locker room was this defense has to get things fixed. Too many missed opportunities, too many missed assignments there. The offense has the ball right now, and they can make up some ground, but this team talking together, both offense and defense have to get on the same page to get back in this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right?
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Got room at the 35. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. So here they come on 4th and long, backed up after that 3rd down penalty. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Right back to it. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that.
Fires toward the end zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Blue Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. There's got enough space. Touchdown, Duke. Great job by the back on the option. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
He's going to take off. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Another incompletion on third down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, down here on the Duke sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone action. Defense.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. From the gun, running back on the move. Maybe some room here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ford. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Booster!
They'll keep it on the ground. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping ends in the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop right at the 34-yard line, standing tall to keep them from converting on third down. Fourth down coming. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Ford. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Behind the chains now on second and long. The run inside. It's Ford. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. 3rd and 6 yards to go. The snap sets up to throw. Got his man down the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Cardinal at the line with a first down. Let's see if they go back to the air. Looking for space. It's Ford. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
No harder position to play in the ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's caught. It's Blackburn. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. This is turning into a death march for this defense. 13th play of the drive coming. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Backs looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now it's second and goal. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense in press coverage. On the ground, it's McKenzie. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
That is exactly what the defense was hoping for. Down close to the end zone, they bring the all-out blitz. They've got numbers, they've got people shooting gaps, and they didn't give the offense a second to even think. They were swarmed and surrounded, getting that safety.
After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it down the middle. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting it.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, going to the air. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot.